All right, for those of you who are here, I had said earlier today that we could come back, and not necessarily today, but we could come back and need to retest this breakout. Done it already today, so that tells us this. And I said if we did, it would be a sign of weakness if we had done that. Um, the first probe back stalled. Remember, we had this little 42 target, 42 to 44. It stalled and it turns around and undermines. This is also a breakdown right in here, back here at 30. So once we come through that, these traders are trapped. Anybody who had the double and wanted to go long side thought this was for up, up, up. No dice. And we said today, who knows, with this kind of a news event, could go any place, but clearly rejected where we thought it should be. So anybody that has themselves a trade that gets back to retest this top right here, this breakout, scene of the crime is back here at 12. That's very important. Obviously, we'd said this 12 to 11 and a quarter. We had figured was support this morning. So again, that is still an important idea. And this is the way the markets have been moving lately. Head fakes, and then you have to pay attention to rotations. Currently, our 7 and a quarter is the angel for the day. Supported it, been supported by 575, which is the Monday's angel. Zeke said, we could even come down and take this out. And I was a little bit cynical when he said that at the time, as you know. I said, well, we'll have to wait and see. But first things first, we got to get back under these, close the gap first, and then look for that 22, 21. And then if there's anything left, I said, this was all on auction. It was all fast. So we need to re-auction it. And that's the process that's going on right now. So if you are short and have trailers, my suggestion, tighten them up. And extreme target right now would be to try to test this 12 to 11. And below that, that would be the next test, obviously at 7 and a quarter to 8. This chart right here reminds me that 1475 to 15, this is yesterday's low. Need to penetrate below that if you want anything more. Good place right here to make sure you are paid, just looking at this chart. Here's the break, and here's the open territory that basically has not been auctioned. So clearly anybody that's taking this trade, I would advise you make sure you cover. You can always re-enter this trade. And we're going to use this break right back in there, 32s. These traders were trapped, so let's use this idea for now as an important resistance. And looking at this system, we've got a 3-box move almost, right? 1, 2, 3. So we had said when we got up here near that 48 and a quarter, make sure you are paid. 49, make sure you are paid. There's a representation of that. And these are all white, white, white. So we know that there was no support built up in them basis this time frame, which is a 120-minute chart. So I suggest that make sure you're paid coming into that low at 1475, 15, just based on this. And there may be a little left, but no one knows. If you get yourself a good trade like that, why would you worry about 2 points? If you nailed re-entry coming back in, doesn't make sense. Risk and rewards, part of this game, guys. Should get some profit taking by the shorts. This was a lunch contra. Remember, we went from low to high, so anything coming back is a contra until we take out the low of the day. That means there will be some dip buyers. My suggestion is, and I'd said that earlier, anybody who is buying because it's a contra, and if you were taking alongside buy, make sure you had type stops. I said, just in case they pull the fast one. We had suggested that this was probably the high was already in and probably the low as well. So this is range type trading right now. And obviously, anybody that was long side early from what we called as our 24 support pivot until broken, that's been broken on this leg. So traders above here are also trapped now. Still may be a rescue mission before we're done, but I like the way this has behaved. Just a beautiful 30-minute chart. Come back in and obviously hitting S1. Rejected right where it should. Follow the rain line. It has to come back and break this neck of the woods in here in 28, and it does. Because otherwise we're trapped between the blue line and the magenta line. So this is this last half of this trade is the surprise for a lot of longs who thought that they were out of the woods. Not so. So range trading right now. Those of you who have played at lunch, take a break. You're not going to miss anything. Take a break. Sure you're ready to go for the afternoon session. All right, hope this helps.